Hi, everyone. This is Nicole Troutman, Research and Instruction Librarian at Tennessee State University, here to share with you yet another open educational resource that we have available to anyone out there with internet access on our library's website. For those of you who are new to this series, an open educational resource is a scholarly resource available for free to anyone online. If you've got a research project you're working on for your own personal interest or for work, or if you're working on something for school and need a good resource to back up your claims, open educational resources are extremely useful. And of course, they are made for all grade levels. So, if you'd like to subscribe, please feel free to click the little purple box on the screen, and I will go ahead and share my screen with you so we can get started. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is go to our library's website. So you'll type in Tennessee State University Library, hit enter, and you'll want to go to this link here that says Libraries and Media Center. That is us. All right, so this is our homepage. In order to get to our open educational resources, you want to go to Use Our Services. Scroll all the way down to Scholarly Communications. And then you're going to go down to Open Educational Resources right here. So what this opens up to is a research guide about open educational resources. So in this first section here, you can learn all about OERs, what they are, why they are, how they work. If you're curious, please feel free to dig in and see. It's a very fascinating topic. And then down here, you will see that we have open educational resources sorted out by subject. So if there's a specific topic that you're looking to research, you can check here first to see if we have some that specialize in that subject in this list here. And today we're going to go to general OER, which if you can't find your subject there, this is a good place to start. If you can find your subject there, this still might be a good place to go because this has a wide variety of topics. So today we are going to go down to courseware. And I am going to show you the University of Oxford podcasts. All right, so here is their webpage for their free podcasts that they provide. Right here, you'll see their recently updated series, and they'll show new episodes that have come out. Over here, there's a list of new episodes that recently came out, so you'll have it from a variety of series here as well. You can click View All if you want to see the whole list. You can also find a series by searching via search terms here. Here you can scroll through the pages for the new episodes. If you come down here, we have featured people. Now, these are the individuals who narrate these podcasts and make them available for you. So if you want to view all, you can click there. If there's a specific instructor, presenter that you find that you like, you can go straight to here and you can select them and it should show you information about the instructor and the podcasts that they do. So if you just want to hear the different podcasts from that particular person, you can find them here. If you scroll down here, they've got featured departments and colleges. We can click here to view all. So if you scroll through here, you'll notice that they have podcast series sectioned out by which department or colleges they pertain to. So you've got academic services and university collections, you've got Boolean libraries, Museum of History and Science, Department of Continuing Education, we've got Continuing Professional Development Center. Here's your mathematical podcasts. So if you scroll down through here, you might find podcasts that relate to a specific subject area you're looking for. Down here, we have your general website information, your about page, which will tell you all about University of Oxford podcasts. You've got accessibility. So it'll show you what they use to make this accessible to everybody, even those with certain disabilities or special needs, so they can see and utilize these the same way as everybody else to make sure everybody has access to these podcasts. Here, if you want to contribute, there's a section on contributing to Oxford University podcasts. Here's their copyright information if you're curious. Contact information, which at this point it is closed to new submissions, which is unfortunate. But you can keep an eye out here if you ever want to try to contact them. Here is a section on privacy. So how your privacy is protected on their website, what to expect. You can check it out here if you are curious. And then we've got login. So if you have an account on here, which you can create an account, you do not have to have an account to utilize this though, but you can create one. You can log in there. So there's another search bar like that one I showed you before where you can put in a subject, a topic, and hit search, and it will search this site. I am going to instead take you through these tabs, which will, of course, lead to the same thing. So we're currently at home. So here, if you click series, this actually shows all of the different podcast series they have. You can scroll through here. This is another way to find something that you might want to look at, listen to. If you don't want to go search by subject, if you just want to kind of take a look and see what they might have that might be of interest, you can scroll through here and see their different series that are available. Here we have people. So again, these are the individuals who present these podcasts. If there's someone specific you want to learn about or find podcasts from, you can select them through here, the same as you could in that other list. Here's another way to reach the departments and colleges section. So you can search for podcasts by department or college that they're presented through. And then here's their open education resources. So if you want to look for more open educational resources through Oxford, check out this section. So we're going to go back to series. And up here, they give some instruction on how to search for something. You could scroll through to browse the most recently updated series, or you can search all of them for matching titles or descriptions, use fewer words to get more titles, etc., etc. So in order to search across the series, episodes, contributors, etc., you can use search box. So you can put anything here, the name of the contributor you're looking for. You could put, if you remember the series title or some of the words in it, you could put that in here. If there's just a subject you want to check out, you can also put that in. So I am going to put in Shakespeare, and this is not strictly because I really, really, really like Shakespeare. It is because this actually does get some results. Because they have all sorts of podcasts on Shakespeare. So here you will see there's a series Approaching Shakespeare, which I am about to start on my way home from work today, because it sounds very interesting. Shakespeare and the Brain, another one that I'm looking forward to looking into. This sounds fascinating. We've got many, many series related to Shakespeare. So, to show you how this works, let's go ahead and pick one. We'll go through Approaching Shakespeare. So here you will see a description of the series. Here are some related subjects that you can click on to open up a new set of podcasts. Scroll through down here. If you want to hone down the episodes based on some subject or reader or something, you can do that here. Captions, license if you're specific on that. So here, I will go over this in a moment. Here is a list of the episodes. In browsing through this earlier, I discovered if you want to start with the very first episode and go in order, you've got to scroll all the way to the bottom. The most recent episode is at the top of the list. I do not know if you necessarily have to go in order. For some of these series, you may. This one, they seem to cover a different play with each episode. So if there's some plays you're more interested in, you might want to skip some. If you want to go in order, you can. If you want to go backwards, you can. That's completely up to you. So here it shows it's displaying 1 through 32 of the 32 episodes. So this is all the episodes right here on the screen. Now, up here, I was very curious about because I do not have Apple Podcast. So I went ahead and opened this up, and this brings up a page of computer language. It doesn't do anything. So here I decided, let's check it out. Click Apple Podcast Audio. Even if you don't have it, you've got the play button right here. So here you could play the last episode, or if you want to scroll all the way down, you say see all 32, scroll to the bottom, and here is episode 1 on Othello. And you can select that one, and then you can just hit the play button here, and it will start playing. So you have access to this. Like I said, you do not need an account to utilize this. It is really fabulous. Excellent resource for anything you might be studying or curious about. They do have a sign-in button if you have an account. I do not, but you can make one with your email address for free. Here you can see how your data is managed. So yeah, that is the Oxford Podcast. So I really hope that this is useful for you. I know it will be for me. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. As always, the website for this open educational resource is in the description for this video. So if you do not want to take the long way through the university website, you do not have to. However, I always like to show you how to get through the university website because you might find something else there that you're interested in looking at while you're en route to the open educational resource. So you've got options. So that is our episode, and I hope that you guys have a great holiday season. Until next time.